and time to change tack a little bit, talk about potatoes. We eat more of them in this country than any other vegetable, did you know? Probably, because you've been to dinner, but they've got an image problem. Many people just think of them as a carbohydrate, and they ignore the other great properties and benefits that they have. To try to change that perception, Potatoes New Zealand had a study done to tell us how great spuds really are for our health. Louise Beard is with us, Forward Insight, who works with primary sectors all around the world to understand their markets. Louise, good morning.
Good morning, great to be here.
Great to have you here. So tell us, what aren't we appreciating about spuds?
Well, I think a lot of us do understand that, not only are they delicious, but they're good for us. But we've really found that the people who eat less know less. And potatoes, as you've mentioned, are an amazing, almost a superfood, really. And we don't need to feel in any way guilty about eating them. So not only are they, full of fibre, but highly nutritious. Lots of vitamins, minerals, very, high in vitamin C, and, a great alternative to ultra-processed foods.
We eat a lot of them, and it's our most eaten, isn't it?
Absolutely. 83% of New Zealand households every single week have potatoes on the menu.
They're cheap.
And love them. They are cheap, they're very, very convenient, they're available everywhere, and there's lots we can do with them.
What do people think about potatoes? Are they more likely to see them in a negative light, or? Oh
no, very, very positive. I mean, they're convenient, but more than just the functional side, they're almost the heart and soul of a meal. They're actually the pleasure, something everybody likes, an easy thing to put on the side that actually gets a grin.
Cover them in cheese and just take me home. What about the skin? Should we eat the skin?
There's mixed views on that, but I think it's up to preference. There's no reason not to, and I think particularly a lot of the more innovative, smaller potatoes, throw them in the pot or the microwave, and absolutely, there's even more fibre, so it takes you to even a better level.
So you work with different primary sectors, and what exactly do you do? What is your role?
We talk to and understand people all around the world, on every continent, and we talk about food and how can we create a better future for food for people, and that helps us. And helps producers actually do better, produce food that's more convenient, more tastier, and generally more available. And we're seeing in the world a plethora of development. And farmers, agriculturalists are continually improving. They're producing better food with less waste, more productivity, and not just that, but food that people love. So we work with breeders all around the world to actually understand, what does taste better, and not just that, but what's better for the environment.
Are we, as a species, more into more niche foods, or and value added to our primary products, or are we going back to having them just as they ought to be?
I think there's a huge drive for natural, whole, real food, and potatoes fit into that so well. They are not the ultra-processed instant noodles, but people also want convenience. And, during the week, we're under pressure. It's about assembly and doing it quickly. It's fine to cook in the weekend, but we want things that are easy solutions. So again, producing food that does that, and potatoes are great for that.
Potatoes, tomatoes.